Hey, welcome to the happy hour. It's just the two amigos today. Rod's having a little storm and wind problems up there in Canada, so it's going to be me, Ramon, taking you through this slate today. How you doing, Ramon?
Yeah, real good, Ron. We had a pretty great, fun night last night of hockey action. Wow, it was crazy in the NHL. We just saw some soccer this afternoon, and hey, we're gonna have a nice slate tonight. We're loaded up for playoff action here on Tuesday, so winners hopefully coming in.
Yeah, hopefully so. I had a nice day, 7-2 yesterday. Hit all my best bets except one. That was the Braves minus 1.5, and I had a 7-3 lead going to the bottom of the ninth or top of the ninth, and there's that three runner. I was like, that's right. And today, of course, we start out with a 94th minute. Sorry, guys, we lost with Aston Villa on the plus 0.25. Thought we had it. Thought we had a draw easily, man. Maybe a minute and a half more, and we would have had it. But we get back to it. KBO got rained out, so we're going to go back to that as well today. Let's start with the NBA. We got 3 games tonight, all game twos. We're looking at Milwaukee and Indiana. Indiana laying 228 is the total. We got Memphis and Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City laying a 14.5. 229 is the total. And we have Minnesota and the Lakers. Lakers minus 5.5, 210.5. What do you got, Ramon?
Yeah, Ron should be. Well, let's hope and see if we can't get a closer game tonight between Memphis and Oklahoma City. But I'm just not sure that I'm feeling it the way some people might here. Look, we were on Oklahoma City in the first one, and just seems like right now Memphis has done all they can this season. I don't think they're any match. This Oklahoma City team continues to want to rock. It feels like every time they take the floor, it doesn't matter who they're playing right now. And so I'm concerned. Hopefully, I predict they will not lose by 50. Is that fair?
But that's a fair prediction.
Within 15 points, I'm not going there. I'm gonna have to lay it here one more time with OKC at home. Maybe Memphis can get one at home. Maybe we get a gentleman's sweep here. It just feels like Memphis. They did their celebrating. It felt like making the playoffs. They looked pretty happy with themselves winning the play-in tournament when it was all said and done. So I think, yeah, maybe they could come up with something tonight, but I think Oklahoma City has a feel for going all. And the way it's shaken down, look, I don't want to put the Warriors up at number 2 right now, but with Houston kind of shaky, right? That Lakers team right now, we know they're not looking great. Denver Clippers, it may go 7. Those teams may be worn out a little bit. And, oh, man, the Thunder head and shoulders here right now. Take the Thunder and lay it.
Yeah, I agree with that one. When my spreadsheet, because it's the playoffs, if you have one play, you're going to have the exact same play in game 2, obviously, right, with the spreadsheet. So what I do, I get one and get out. So I hit Oklahoma City, I hit the Wolves, and I also hit the Pacers on Sunday. So I really have nothing premium tonight. But I'm going to look at actually the Lakers tonight. And there's a good system that says when the home squad loses that game 1, they come back in game 2, especially if they're getting ready to travel to the other house. So I still think it's too many points. It would be a Minnesota play on my spreadsheet because the Lakers don't normally win by more than 4 or 5 points at home. But I'm going to lay it with the Lakers, just a lean. I got nothing premium tonight, though. All right, that's it for the NBA. Let's move it on to MLB. How about it? Got a nice slate of MLB. Everything's at night, Ramon. We got a whole slate, man.
Yeah, we had some interesting games last night. How about Max Meyer last night of Miami? Man, he did something that hasn't been done since Randy Johnson was pitching as a youngster with his 14 strikeouts, facing 18 batters, or facing, in his 6 innings, basically 14 strikeouts for Meyer. So he's not as tall as Randy Johnson, but the numbers were there. Maybe we got a little something. Maybe the Marlins got a little something in Meyer.
I think Jose did that too, right? Fernandez, back when he was a Marlin before he passed away. Yeah, I think he had the record. Yeah.
So tragic. Yeah.
That was tragic, the boat accident. Let's look at this schedule. Let's divide this up. I'm going to take the let's go 6:10 Eastern, all the way up to 7:10 Eastern. So before the Philadelphia Mets, what do you got in those? Looks like 5.
Well, if you're including it, I better play it here with the Yankees and Cleveland. Maybe the numbers on the surface for these two starters aren't looking that great here so far. Will Warren, we're still maybe the jury's out on him a little bit. Both these guys with ERAs well over 5 at this point. But I'm going to look at Bybee as a BABIP of 208, so I'm expecting progression certainly from him. And with Cleveland averaging just 4.2 runs per game, I'm going to take the under here with the Yankees and Cleveland. It's trickled back up here to 8.5 right now, juice to the over. So that's got me on the under here with the Yankees and Cleveland today. That'll be my play in this first group.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are leaning toward the over in that one, thinking this might be easy, with Bybee, the way he's been, this year, not the ace that he's been in the past, right? But I'm gonna look at the Detroit Tigers in this one. That line's been climbing all day, and I think there's good reason. Detroit's still one of the best teams at home and averaging winning by about 2.5 runs per game. I wouldn't mind laying the run line again with the Detroit Tigers here. Won last night 6-4. Took the Royals pretty much all weekend there on the run line as well. So I'll look at that one. And I'm going to look at the Boston Red Sox. Give me Bayo in his debut. If he's anything like he was last year, maybe we get some good thing. I know it's going to be Bryce Miller on the mound for Seattle, but I still like the Boston Red Sox in that one. Let's move on to 7:10 all the way up to the 8:10. So everything before Toronto and Houston. We got Phillies and the Mets. Let's see, Phillies lay in 130 with Sanchez on the mound there against Griffin Canning. Looks like we have a pitcher now. It's Scott Blewett now, laying 140 against Palante. St. Louis just been horrible on the road. Atlanta minus 140 there. Dodgers and Cubs. Have they played like 8 times this year? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like, man, are they having another series? I saw that. I was like, holy cow. We got Dustin May, Imanaga going second time, right? Or third time up for Imanaga with the Dodgers.
Yeah, these guys are cooking right now, though. No doubt about it.
Yeah, right. And then my Royals, big 240 home favorite against Colorado, but Colorado is horrible on the road. And looking at White Sox in Minnesota. Minnesota laying that big number 245. So what do you got in those 5 games there, Ramon?
Ron, maybe I'm doing this one out of steaming last night for having an under in the St. Louis Atlanta game. Was looking pretty good, 2-1 going into the bottom of the 8th inning. Looked like a sure under, and then they all blew up with a bunch of runs there in the bottom of the 8th and the top of the 9th. So with Atlanta kind of piecing together their pitching here, it feels like in this one I'm going to end up on the over here with St. Louis and Atlanta. Palante, good numbers I think so far this season, but with Atlanta, like I said, just blew. Don't want to go there, but blew it here in the starting role. I just did, right? In the starting role here, you got an Atlanta team right now that's gone over in 6 of their last 9 games. 5 of the last 7 between these two have gone over coming into this one. We know the Cardinals' offense has been a bit of a surprise this year. They've toned it down here a little bit last few games. They're still averaging 4.7 runs per game, and they're allowing 4.8 runs per game. So we'll see, but I'm going to go with the over here in this one, St. Louis and Atlanta. Current total right now is all the way up to 9, juice to the under because of the pitching change here. So I kind of was looking as a premium, but I'm going to move it to the happy hour here. I'm going to go over in this one, Cardinals and Braves on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I kind of like Atlanta in that one. Like I said, St. Louis just horrible on the road. And guess what happened to Strider? He blew a hamstring or something. They said warming up. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I had Atlanta last night, minus the 1.5. And yeah, I mean we were lucky in the bottom of the 8th to get all those runs and then give them right back in the 9th. Reminded me, Friday, Ramon. I was gonna tell you, I had the. I had the over in the first, because what was it, 23-mile-an-hour winds blowing at Wrigley that day? I had the over in the first 5, and I'll be damned they don't score 24 runs in like the 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's unbelievable, Couldn't get the over in the first 5 though. That's right. So yeah, that was
That
bull.
was a crazy
And
game.
yeah, it was crazy. I'm going to lay it with Minnesota again. The White Sox horrible on the road, average they 1-11 and losing by about 3 runs per game. So I know Minnesota is not the one that you really want to look toward, but I would lean toward the Minnesota Twins on that run line, maybe even extendo in that one. Let's move on to 8-10 games all the way up to 10:05. We have Toronto, Houston. Got Bassett going against Blanco there, 120 for the Jays on the road. Pittsburgh at the Angels. We have Soriano going for the Angels and Falter going for Pittsburgh, laying 200. Tampa Bay and Rod's favorite fade that pitcher there, Fott there for Arizona minus 170 over Littell and Milwaukee. Frisco. Quintana back on the mound against Hicks. I don't know why Frisco's favorite in that. It's a weird one there for me. San Francisco minus 145. And then Texas at the Tent City. Tent City's laying 120 on the Rangers. It's Corbin, man. It's Corbin Day. Look out. So what do you got in those last ones there, Ramon?
Against Soriano in this one. I'm going to take the under tonight with these two. I'm kind of looking at, the bats not as strong here. We know the Pirates right now, just 3.4 runs per game so far this season. So not producing offensively. Both these teams, a ton of unders really so far in the rolls. Got the Angels here, 3-6-1 to the under in their last 10 games. And Pittsburgh also 2-7-1 to the under on the road. The Angels have gone under in 5 of their last 6 games. Pittsburgh's gone under in 6 of 9. Series history is all overs here, but again, they just meet in each other's stadium or right now once a year, and it wasn't even that many back when they started that trend a few years ago. So I'm going to go under here with Falter and Soriano. Current line right now 8.5, juice to the over. So probably can get even money here at 8.5. Take the under. Pirates and Angels.
Yeah, the only thing about Pittsburgh, they're scoring what'd you say, 3.4 runs a game? The bullpen's giving up about the same, so got to watch out for that. I'm going to look at Arizona. I know it's one of Rod's. He don't like that guy. Fade that, he says. Fought. So give me Arizona on the run line in that one. All right, that's it for Major League Baseball. Let's look at the NHL playoffs. Boy, we had some games last night, didn't we? I'm glad Rod kept me off of that money line with Montreal. Got that nice plus 1.5 though. So that was a good call by Rod there to keep us off of that. Again, I'm in and out. So I already hit with Carolina puck line. I already hit with what was the other one? Vegas puck line. So I got a couple new ones tonight. I got my NHL best bet blue line you can get right now at Tony's Picks. So we got Jersey, Carolina 250. Ottawa and Toronto. Toronto up 1-0 minus 160. Florida at Tampa Bay, the rivalry there. Looks like Tampa's laying 120 in that one. And, of course, Minnesota at Vegas with that late 0.1 second puck line winner there for Vegas minus 220. And let's see, check out the goalies. It's all our normal starters. Nothing big there. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and look at the NHL schedule there, Ramon.
All right, brother, top of the hour. I'm ready to do it here with New Jersey and Carolina. Note the start time here in this one, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific between Carolina and New Jersey here in game number 2. Carolina was able to take care of business 4-1 in the first game. So, look, New Jersey looks like they're coming in a little bit flustered here right now. Maybe not ready for this Carolina team. Look, they had a great regular season, but they sure were flat in that first game. Maybe they can turn it around. I'm going to go under here with New Jersey and Carolina in this game. Ron, I just see it kind of the same game here. I know we're dealing with a 5.5 here, heavily juiced to the under. It's probably minus $1.45 at the square books, but I feel like this is pretty good tonight. New Jersey, can they get 2? I'm not sure they can. I've got the under here with New Jersey and Carolina on Tuesday night, game number 2.
Honestly, I don't think Jersey's worried about getting game 2 here, Ramon, because Carolina is ass on the road, man. They horrible. They were horrible all year. They're the worst team. They're great at home. I'll lay the puck line again. Give me the puck line again because they are one of the best. And 31-9 at home on a puck line, one of the best at home, massing almost 2,300 units. They just can't play on the road. Same with the Kings. You know, we saw last night. They better take care of business at home or they're in trouble when they get out to Edmonton. I'm going to also look at Vegas, 11 p.m. Eastern. Are you kidding me? Jeez, I guess they had to squeeze that triple header in there, right? So, but I think if you can get plus 1.5 on Minnesota, I think they make a statement here. They probably won't win the game, but I think they stay. Actually, you know what? Let's try overtime in that one because that I think that one could actually go to overtime. So let's try an overtime price in the Vegas and Minnesota Wild game. All right, that's it for the slate of sports tonight. Ramon, what do you got for a parlay, and what do you have up for sale tonight at Tony's Picks? You're doing great. Last 30 days, I see, or 7 days, right? Yeah, hit the top of the leaderboard there.
Yeah, doing pretty well here. Last 7 days, 26-14 over at Tony'sPicks.com. So you can want to check me out over there. But let me get a little action here for my friends in some midweek college baseball here tonight. I'm going to look at some. Yeah, got to look at some games here. I'm going to take Coastal Carolina. I'm sorry, I'm going to take College of Charleston plus 2.5 against Coastal Carolina. Coastal's the more established program here, but I've got College of Charleston here plus 2.5, and I'm also going to take Auburn here in their game tonight. Auburn is a little bit of a favorite here tonight against Georgia Tech. So Auburn minus $1.45, a little parlay there. Both prices are probably right around there, $1.45, and you're getting those 2.5 runs with College of Charleston. So 2-teamer there with Charleston and the favored Auburn Tigers here tonight. Over at Tony'sPicks.com, I've got a 3-pack in Major League Baseball. That's where I've been doing some pretty good work here over the last week. You mentioned that 26-14 record. A lot of it coming in Major League Baseball, running pretty good right now in the major leagues. 14-8 run as well over at 5 2/3 units. So also I've got my NHL discount best bet, $19 tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. My favorite play on this 4-game slate tonight is up for sale, just $19. Profit guaranteed here at Tony'sPicks.com. So it should be a fun night. Ron, these are what we look for on these playoff nights. Got a full slate of baseball to keep track of, and we're still early enough in the playoffs. We got multiple games, so going to do it here tonight.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. Like I said, last night was a great late night. I know we can stay up that late again this one, but yeah, it's going to be another great night late. With Minnesota and the Lakers. And then you got the couple good baseball games late with the Giants there, and then you also got, of course, the NHL with Vegas on the late slate there. For me, let's see. I got if you look at the last 7 days, you see the three amigos right there, baby. We're all there. So pair us all up, man. Get your best bet there and pair us up. We're doing great on the leaderboard, all three of us. So yeah, definitely. I'm gonna look at a parlay. I'm gonna go ahead and take. Let me get the Lakers. Let me get. This is probably an unpopular pick, but I like the Oakland A's. I actually love Oakland tonight. And then for KBO, I got a couple KBOs tomorrow. We had one rain out last night. I'm sticking with Hanwha and Ryan Weiss. And now I'm going to add the Doosan Bears. So take Hanwha's a little dog, and the Bears are a small favorite. So definitely look at those tonight in the KBO. What I got for sale, I got your Diamond Crusher, which, I lost last night with Atlanta. Had it quick. And then I got my Blue Line best bet. And I don't have NBA tonight because, like I said, I won all three Saturday and Sunday. So nothing in the NBA. But like I said, I lean the Lakers. And
I did see some news come out, Ron. I think that's worth passing along here.
What you got?
not tonight's game, but Jason Tatum has been downgraded to doubtful
Oh,
for
okay.
Wednesday's game. He injured his wrist, and he likely, wouldn't say likely to miss, but downgraded to doubtful right now in that next game for Tatum against the Magic. So that just came out within the last, since we've been on the air.
Yeah. And also the Islanders made a move today. Did you see that? Mel's he's gone, and I wonder if Patrick Waugh is going to go behind him. But I think they'll probably stick with Waugh. Maybe try to fix the team around the way he coaches. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the New York Islanders and that one. Little news that came out today as well. All right, that's all I got. Anybody in the chat got some questions? We got some time here. You got anything? We'll try to help you out. See Ron Hahn Ron Hahn, why don't you give some give your three teamer. What's that? The Tigers 1.5. Oklahoma City. I mean, how can you not take Oklahoma City? There's no. It's just a mismatch. I mean, it looked like the Memphis Grizzlies did not care at all about this series, and they are just totally outmatched in this thing. It's just.
Well, Ron got me yesterday, Ron, with the Tigers over the Padres, but I will say this, and it's not in defense of the Padres at all. In fact, it kind of encourages Ron's selection there in the chat on the Tigers laying the run line today. The Padres, with Arise now hitting a 7-day DL, Jackson Merrill's been out as well. So Padres hitting a little bit of an injury bug here and not playing as well on the road by far against their home record right now. They're only 4-6 on the road.
Yeah, let me look at some soccer for tomorrow. I know since the Pope passed away, Italy they're going back to work tomorrow. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah,
I'll take Juventus. Yeah, take Juventus minus 130. That looks pretty easy. Take Juventus tomorrow in Italy, Serie A. But that's it for tonight. Hey, thank you very much, everybody. All our regulars in here. Of course, Ron Hahn running the chat. Andrew, thank you very much. Keith, we got some KBO. You can check my Twitter out. It's up here, right here, if you want to. More KBO every day. I post one play, maybe two today, but usually one play every day. Jerry Davis, my buddy, there he is. Like to see Jerry in there. Jerry's always trying to get some KBO action as well. And who else we got in here today? Of course, we got Rod behind the scenes. Give it up for Rod, making it happen behind the scenes there. Justin. There's Justin. There's Mr. Met right there. I love Justin. That's it. Thanks, guys. And remember, tomorrow morning, 8:30, got the Tony's Picks morning show. And don't forget, we will be back here tomorrow night for the happy hour. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening. Good luck. Make some money.